Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and these are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A man is shot in a state Glen. All aboard the Peace Troop. And all she wants for Christmas is a wheelchair ramp. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, a 48-year-old man is still clinging to life after he was shot last night in the Estate Glen area of St. Croix.
We're here in Estate Glen in front of the basic grocery store, and just a few minutes before, a canine unit was passing this area on routine patrol, and he was flagged down by a concerned citizen that was in the store who reported that there was a gunshot victim in the store, and that concerned citizen gave a description of the suspect. The canine unit relayed that information to 911 and then began to search the area for the suspect based on the description that had been provided by the concerned citizen. He did find the suspect in Estate Glen, just a short distance away, about 1,000 or 2,000 feet away. At this time, he noted the suspect had a firearm on his person. The officer exited his vehicle and drew his service weapon, pointed at the suspect, and ordered the suspect to discard the weapon, and the suspect did do that. At that time, the suspect was taken into custody without incident, and the firearm was recovered. We do have a victim that's being transferred to EMS right now. He has 2 gunshot wounds to the upper portion of his torso area, and he's conscious and he's cooperating with EMS. And it appears that it does not appear that his injuries are life-threatening, but we're wishing him speedy recovery.
According to the preliminary police report, the suspect, who was later identified as 38-year-old David Rios, was arguing with a 48-year-old man near the Estate Glen bus shanty. Rios walked into the grocery store and the man also entered the store. The 2 men continued arguing inside the store. During the argument, Rios shot the victim at least 2 times, hitting him in his upper body. Rios then walked out of the store and left the area in a vehicle. Rios was charged with assault first degree and unauthorized possession of an unlicensed firearm during the commission of a crime of violence. His bail was set at $75,000, and he was remanded to the custody of the Golden Grove Adult Correctional Facility pending further court action.
And today is World AIDS Day. You can see a lot of footage from around the world as people celebrate, and so too did the students at the complex today.
Last year alone, we had over 300 new chlamydia cases in the Virgin Islands. And every year, we're seeing about 17 new HIV and 60 new AIDS cases in our community. As we know, you cannot get HIV from hugging, kissing, holding hands, drinking from the same cup as someone, okay? The only way in which you can get these STDs are primarily having unprotected sex with someone and sharing needles, and from a mom to a baby, okay? Those are the main ways in which you can get HIV and STD, all right? So all the sexy ladies in here, you say scream. Are you going to protect yourself? No. Are you going to protect yourself? And if you're not having sex, are you going to wait until the right time?
We want to talk about sex, but we like to talk about sex in the closet. We like to talk about it as melee. And we're forgetting this is one of the most significant acts that you will be involved in your life. It can kill you if you are not responsible. We are still ranked number 2 with new HIV infections in the country called America per capita. And we have less than 150,000 people living in the Virgin Islands. And that's with the people that do tests. So we're not sure what would happen if everybody started testing. So see that silence that came in the room? That's why we're doing this work. That's why we're acknowledging World AIDS Day. Our focus, and I want you to repeat after me, getting to zero. Let's say it. Getting to zero. Dígame otra English. Yeah, I know. That's the other language. I was going to say dígame otra vez. Say it again. Getting to zero. Okay, you don't sound like you're ready to stop this. 1, 2, 3. That's what we're talking about.
This year will be a brand new troupe for festival. It's all about peace. Here's Wes.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Happy festival, everyone. Let's get this party started. I'm here with Ray Clark and also the lovely
Andrea Soto,
yes. And we have a troupe that's coming out, as you can see. The guys are busy working hard there, putting the paint on top and along the parade route. We certainly wish everyone in the territory happy holidays and a nice, safe carnival season. All right, Ray, tell us what this troupe is all about and what people can expect as they see y'all trooping down the road.
No problem. Well, good afternoon, West. The troop is the Peace Curators. The Peace Curators is a movement towards non-violence. We want to achieve some sort of peace throughout the community. Along with everybody else, we are very concerned regarding the violence that is happening throughout our territory, especially here in St. Croix. And we just want to do something festive, something nice, something good for the people to enjoy, to bring about that message, which is peace. And I've also written a song for the troop, which is called Wave a White Rag for Peace. It's already on the radio, and we're in the process of just getting things together. So that's the whole gist of what the troop and everything is about.
All right, well said. And Andrea, these are some rough times. I got to tell you, this reporter literally has to shut his phone off after I get home. I just can't take it anymore. It's like around the clock. So I can imagine about emergency responders, police, and just citizens like yourself, where you said enough is enough.
Yes, we have definitely said enough is enough and decided to take a stand by starting the group called We Care. And it's one of the 5 groups actually, that are collaborating. We have joined forces to have a peace troop this year, and all of the groups have more or less the same vision, which is to promote positivity and eradicate the violence here in the Virgin Islands and work together for just the good of the community. So We Care, along with Stop the Bleeding, Weed and Seed, and Omega Sci-Fi, we have been working together diligently to put this troop together and get as much people as possible to join us and, just party for a good cause and promote positivity.
That's why we're here now. People want to join this peace movement called the Peace Curators. How can we get in contact with y'all?
Well, you can get in touch with us by visiting our Facebook page, and you can search for Peace Curators, PEACEQUERADERS.
We got it on the screen for
All right. Great. That's a great help. And
phone number out there?
And we have a phone number. Is it 226?
226-3857.
Repeat that one more time.
226-3857. Just leave a message and we'll get in contact with you shortly.
And in Frederickstead, we got a cruise ship in. Everybody, happy holidays. I'm here with the Peace Curators. They just make up their own name, the Peace Curators. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And in other news, a senior citizen who's lost both legs to diabetes is hoping for a special gift this holiday season, a wheelchair ramp. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report.
Thank you very much, Jerome, and happy holidays to everyone. I wish it was a happy holiday here with Miss Norma Aldridge, a beautiful lady here who, unfortunately, she has lost both legs due to a serious diabetes situation. Diabetes, of course, a situation that affects a lot of people, especially in the Caribbean. And sweetheart, you have a dilemma today, and you have people in the community behind you, as well as your husband who put out the planks. We are in Long Reef Condominium in Orange Grove. I will attempt to talk to the management to get their side of the story. In a nutshell, Miss Aldridge here is in a dilemma. The ambulance coach is refusing to pick her up because we are not accommodating with a wheelchair ramp, and thusly her husband had to put out boards. Miss Aldridge, what would you like the community to know tonight so we could make this situation better to possibly save your life in an emergency situation?
Well, I go to dialysis 3 days a week, and I have to come out to get to dialysis. I must get out to go to dialysis. But for me to get out, the wheel coach come and get me. But after a while, the wheel coaches say that Medicare not paying for people who on wheelchair. If I was on a stretcher, they will pay for me to come, for the wheel coach to come and pick me up. So the wheel coach stopped coming to pick me up because they say the Medicare not paying anymore. So for me to get out 3 days a week, my husband had us to pay the wheel coach for 3 weeks for they to come and pick me up 3 days a week to go to dialysis. So when it was 3 weeks, we ran out of money. So we tell the wheel coach we can't afford to pay them anymore because we doesn't have any money because we live on a fixed income. And so instead of for me, well, the wheel coach say, well, ma'am, we're going to try and work out something. So this is 2 weeks now. They come in and pick me up, which they're not getting any pay. So I don't know how long they're going to continue coming to get me because they're not, nobody paying them because we don't make it clear to them that we can't afford to pay anymore. So my problem is if the Long Reef condominium people will put a ramp, then I will be able, my husband will be able to put me out there on the
Main road,
parking lot
parking lot.
to get the Vitron, because the wheel coach come right on my porch and take me out, which the Vitron wouldn't do that. I have to go to the parking lot to meet them.
Yes, ma'am, we got you.
So
And
my
Long Reef has said what?
the manager for Long Reef was working with me, but he reached so far. If you notice, he put a walkway there for we to go through there,
Okay.
right on the side there. So, but when it reached over there on the dirt, the border, the Long Reef people, the people on the board, he had to go to them and ask them if it's okay for him to put a concrete walkway. And they saying no, they can't afford to put a concrete walkway on the grass because they don't want concrete thrown on the grass like that. They have to bring in an engineer to design it, which they're building a fence out there.
Yeah.
And they saying they didn't have any money to put a ramp there for me to get out.
And yet still they have a fence.
They're building a fence.
All right, so when I leave you, who can I go talk to in the office?
Well, the office is over there. You could go and talk to Mr. Travis.
All right, I am looking for Travis or anyone here in the office. It is 1 o'clock. I did leave word that I would be passing by. He has not gotten back to me. And Jerome, if we have anything to add, then you could be giving it to the people. But here's the hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No one is in the office now, and he has not returned my phone calls. Hopefully, Long Reef will get back to me because News Channel 8 wants to be neutral in this situation, make sure we get their side of it. All right? But we are at Long Reef, and the plight of Miss Norma Aldridge is a major concern. Both legs lost to diabetes, just trying to have her life saved so that the ambulance could pick her up in a due time in the parking lot. Happy holidays. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And when we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Caribbean report, plus more. Stay with us on Channel 8. And let's take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight.
In your Caribbean report tonight, we start in the Turks and Caicos Islands, where Shalimar's Chow Missick, attorney at law and brother of former Turks and Caicos Islands Premier Michael Missick, was reported by a reliable legal source to have been arrested on Tuesday and detained in custody overnight. He appeared in the Provincial's Magistrate Court on Wednesday, charged with money laundering in the amount of $2.7 million on behalf of his brother Michael Missick. As he is apparently considered a flight risk, bail was offered in the sum of $3 million on strict conditions, namely no traveling by boat or plane. And turning now to St. Kitts, a mid-morning traffic accident involving 3 passenger buses in the Palmetto Point resulted in 2 females being transported to the hospital for treatment for their injuries. The accident, which involved 3 taxi buses, occurred at approximately 9 a.m. yesterday morning on the island's main road in the vicinity of Palmetto Point's community center. Details are still sketchy at this time, and police investigators are still investigating the accident. What appears to have happened was that a blue pickup truck, unidentified, moving at a good clip of speed, made a right turn suddenly. The taxi bus, which was right behind the blue bus, stopped suddenly, and another taxi bus, following close in the rear of the first taxi bus, turned to the right but still hit the first taxi bus. A third taxi bus, traveling in the opposite direction, swerved to miss the entire accident, struck a concrete wall, which resulted in the injuries of Chelsea Quealy and Vanelma Phillips. And finally, stay on your ABC affiliate WSVI Channel 8 tonight. On Good Morning America this morning, Gary Giordano came out and made one of his first public interviews since the Robin Gardner incident in Aruba. And later tonight on Nightline, you'll see an extension of that interview plus more on your ABC channel. So stay with us on Channel 8 tonight for Caribbean news happening right here on WSVI TV.
And that's your Caribbean report for tonight. Well, there'll be a fantastic fashion show this weekend on St. Croix. Here's News Channel 8's Wes Small.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. You know, I got to tell you, this holiday season, this reporter has not been happy. A lot of like depressing stories and just trauma stories wearing this reporter down. That's why every once in a while, the angels up above just send me a journalistic dream like Medallia Roach. Basic Triangle, I can't even talk. Exquisite Portrait Studio. We're going to be talking about exquisite modeling. You know, we always try to help out the small businesses. She was just on JKC's Kathleen McManus show, and if you heard on the radio, Kat said, Wes, keep your hands off of her. That's why I'm all over you. Wes is all over this one. And Medallia, welcome and happy holidays.
Thank you.
Tell us what's going on before we meet these models.
Well, for sure today I want to make sure that everybody knows that there's a new improved portrait studio here in Bassin Triangle, right across from the police station.
Yeah.
My very own exquisite portrait studio.
Yeah.
Families, kids, individual businesses, you're always welcome. We'll get a closer look inside.
Yeah.
Many different backgrounds, props, different things like that. And it's very affordable and quality.
Well, we get that in for you, trying to help you out.
Yeah.
One shot, a little plug there. Now let's go inside, and we're going to give you a little mini fashion show. We've done this before for a couple of folks, and it's the
Reminisce Restaurant
at
on
Queens
Quarters on Sunday, December 4th from 3 p.m. Doors open. Show starts at 8. We're going to be having our Road to Glamour fashion showcase from Exquisite Model Management, another business of mine that we have launched this summer, and we just keep going with training classes. And this is actually one of the first fundraisers for our instructional classes, soon to come in January of 2012.
You know, that's fantastic, because these rough times with the LEOC and such, we don't want to turn away people who can't afford it. So that's why these fundraisers are necessary, right?
Right.
All right. Miss Roach, let's go inside and meet the top models.
Yes. Right now we have Lee Maurice is going to be strutting down our little short runway today. Just one of the examples of one of the runway looks and walks that we have at Exquisite Model Management, thanks to the creative director, Christopher Rivera. And this will all be happening on Sunday, December 4th at Reminisce Restaurant. We have Cece, another one of our main models at Exquisite Model Management. And this is just a sneak preview of what is going to be happening on Sunday. I mean, it's going to be exceptional. It is going to be exquisite.
Jerome, it is so hard to work out in the field. Sweetheart, I have a little perspiration right up here. Could you touch it up? In Basin Triangle, like Jackie Gleason said, how sweet it is. Exquisitely sweet.
Exquisitely sweet.
Queens Quarters,
Sunday, December 4th. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4 p.m. sharp. $15 for tickets. Passion Beauty, Urban Threads, Armstrong Ice Cream, and Jackie's Sunny Isles.
Medallia, stop it. You're tickling me. I'm Wes Small. Happy holidays, folks, for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes, for bringing us that fashionable story tonight. And when we come back from this break, we'll take a look at some of the festival carnival schedule. Stay with us. And now we're going to take a look at some of the upcoming events for the Crucian Festival this year.
Celebrate the Crucian Carnival flavor for Festival 2011-2012. Calendar event kicks off free festival kickoff mini festival presentation at the Herbert Gregg Home for the Age, mini parade, troops, music, and much more. This coming Saturday, December 3rd from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. There's Soup de Cure, Sunday, December 4th from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Pirates Cove at Salt River Marina. $1,000 for the winner, $500 for the runner-up, and $250 for the third place. Christiansted Mini Village, Saturday, December 10th from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday, December 11th from 7 p.m. to midnight at the Christian Sean Hendricks Vegetable Market in Christiansted. Festival kickoff all-time traditional parade, Sunday, December 11th beginning at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday at Market Square. Parade goes down at King Street and Company Street to the Festival Mini Village. Keep it locked right here at News Channel 8. Celebrate the Crucian Carnival flavor for Festival 2011-2012.